I want to talk about enemies. Enemies are what unite us in this country. Our president knows this. That's why he targets our worst enemies, like Broadway shows and the occasional Gold Star family. The first step in fighting these enemies is knowing who they are. This is the enemies list. Scary. Enemy number one, the Olympics. I can't stand the Olympics. They combine the two things I hate most, other countries and curling. Those glorified ice janitors are up to something. And now the Olympics are threatening our most treasured pastime. I'm talking about pole dancing.
Pole dancing. Have you heard of this? Well, now it's officially considered a sport, which means one day it could possibly be part of the Olympics.
If I get no other headline in, we have to discuss this. I'm sorry.
You're going to segue from Jesus to pole dancing. I knew you.
What would Jesus do? Would he pole dance at the Olympics?
How dare you, Megyn Kelly? Jesus would never pole dance at the Olympics. He doesn't have the core strength. Have you seen that guy? Few too many Last Suppers. But bonus points for bringing your own pole. More importantly, give him points where points are due. More importantly, pole dancing is an American institution. That's why all the dancers have names like Crystal and Svetlana. We can't let those Olympic globalists sully its reputation. Plus, pole dancing is not a competition. There are no losers, except for the people who eat the shrimp cocktail at the strip club. Those guys are really rolling the dice. The Olympics are trying to steal our culture, and the only way to stop them is to support pole dancing that is certified American. You'll know it when you see it. Yeah. Olympics, for threatening my beloved pole dancing, welcome to the enemies list. Boom. Now, we've been under the thumb of this next enemy for years.
President Trump's election win anniversary is coming up November 8th, and some of the president's critics plan to mark the day by screaming into the sky helplessly to express their anger.
I have no problem with liberals screaming. It's their natural state, like a pig in mud or Mitch McConnell at frown rehearsal. No. Enemy number two is much more nefarious. The sky. Our sky has betrayed us by giving liberals a platform for their little shout party. But I've never trusted the sky. It's always changing. It's where weather is. And ever since I saw The Lion King, I've worried about ghost animals spying on us from their cloud homes. Off, you old dead lion. I'll live my own life my own way. There's only one way to defeat this airy arch enemy. Ignore it completely. Bury your head in the sand. And I don't mean metaphorically like usual. I mean dig a tiny hole, grab a snorkel, and get your head right in there. I always thought the sky was up, but apparently it's left. Sky, welcome to the enemies list. This week's third enemy hits close to home, especially if you still live with your parents. That enemy, moms. Moms are always babying us, especially when we're babies. But sometimes they follow us into adulthood. Takes Fox News' Jesse Waters. He's got the gravitas of Walter Cronkite and the comedy chops of Uncle Joey from Full House. Look at what he has to deal with from his mom.
All right, as many as you know, my mom's a liberal Democrat and sends me texts during the show to critique me. Here we go. What makes you think it's appropriate to viciously disparage, insult, and dismiss a member of Congress? How does that behavior contribute to any sort of civil discourse? Humility helps, character counts. Think about that, Jesse.
Yes.
And then my favorite, I am honestly concerned that your colleagues have begun to roll their eyes at your diatribes.
Come on, Jesse's mom. Eye rolling is a sign of respect. My staff does it every time I open my mouth. But Jesse, I feel for you. Here's some text my own liberal Democrat mom sent me just this morning. You are actively harming the country's political discourse, and I'm questioning every decision I made as a parent. There goes mom again, confusing actively harming with, you're doing a great job, but I love you. This one's my favorite. I no longer recognize my own son. Moms, am I right? The point is, moms are the enemy because they weaken us. They're the original welfare state, tempting us with unlimited handouts for months in utero, but not me. I'm a self-made man. I was fed through a separate umbilical cord that I built myself. And when I was born, I tore it in half like a phone book and taught myself to talk, drive, and hunt small game. The point is, moms are dangerous, and the only way to defeat them is to focus on their natural enemies. Dads. No. I don't mean those wimpy modern dads who read to their kids and take an interest in their lives. I'm talking about old school fathers. The guys who know what kids really need. A healthy stream of steady neglect, punctuated by a trip to the toy store once every 4 years or so. It's how my old man brought me up, and I know he loves me because of how often he almost says it. So moms, for trying to turn us into betas with your incessant concern with who we are as people, you're going on the enemies list. Memorize that list, opposition, and remember, keep your friends close because they're probably enemies in disguise.